Since you're editing this, want to do like a double clap kind of thing or something so you can time it right?
That would be nice.
Okay,
hold on.
ready? Clap twice on 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. Wait, I didn't do that right. Shit. Okay. Whatever, it's good enough.
Sure. Okay, that's fine. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the FireStorm podcast. We are back just with a regular episode. Wait a minute. Oh, he did it. He did it, guys.
I did it.
He did it. He did the thing. The thing. He did it.
Let's go.
We are back with just a regular episode because it is the end of 2025. Another year around the sun or whatever it is. We are done with another year and...
Revolution.
Yeah.
Another revolution around the sun.
Another revolution. It's all about the evolution. Yeah, and I just thought let's ramble for an hour about what we did this year, about what we want to do next year, about just stuff that's happening, because, it's been another goddamn big year. I don't think any year has really slowed down, really. Even though this has kind of been the slowest year, because, obviously there was, I went to America last year, and then... Japan the year before. This year has been slower, but I still did a fair amount, which I'm happy with, and also moving out is also a big deal. So a lot of things. Yeah. So let's just have a little ramble. What's been going on, Gus? How have you been?
I've been good. Later this month will mark a full year of having my own place. My little fucking swamp ass chamber. It just makes me realize, a lot of times I have a lot of work to do, so sometimes I'll just come home and ignore it. But sometimes I come home and I see this whole place I have to myself, and I'm like, God damn, I'm lucky. If I was in any other situation, with me, with how much noise I make, I especially when I had roommates, unless it was Mecca, except for when it was Mecca, I didn't care if it was Mecca, but when I had roommates, I was always so hesitant to record vocals while they were home, because I figured I'd just be bothering them, but I don't have any roommates, so I have no one to bother, so I can just record whenever I feel like it. It's a blessing. It really is. I could, obviously I could just persevere anyway if I had a roommate and just do it and bother them anyway. But I don't like feeling like that. So, it's just, I'm really lucky. Although I am, I'm paying a mortgage. That's not the greatest thing ever. But honestly, my mortgage is comparatively really cheap. I think I pay $1,100 a month all told for my mortgage, which is not much at all, really. So to have been here for a full year and to be here for the foreseeable future, I feel very lucky.
It is absolutely, because it is your place and no one can really do anything about that, because one would assume you pay everything on time, and it is fortunate that a lot of what you're doing with your career is also your hobby, so there's a lot more enjoyment out of fulfilling that, and then you can claim a shit ton of stuff on tax anyway, and it all kind of just works out, and it is a big combination of skill to get you this far and luck to make it work as well as it has. You've done a really good job, and having your own fucking place at your age is fucking a big deal. So good on you.
Yes. Yeah, I feel it's my own little. I've finally started actually decorating a little recently, so it kind of looks presentable. I've only had a very small handful of people, actually, friends, family, over to this place so far, but it finally is starting to look like a place that someone actually lives in, and not some rat's house. So
How many rooms do you
that's
actually have?
good.
Like,
So I have like the main. Basically, it's a condo. So it's in a building. It's basically an apartment, but I own it. So there's like a main room where I have like a big TV and a couch and stuff. There's like a little table, like a round table where I can sit and eat and have friends sit and eat. And then the kitchen is right next to it. And then I have 2 bedrooms. So one of them is my actual bedroom and the other is my office. So my office is where I keep most of my manga and all my figures and stuff. It's weeb central in the office. And the office is also where I have my vocal booth and all that stuff. So yeah, I think it's like 900 something square feet. So it's comparatively small, but for one person, it's more than enough. So
hell yeah, that's epic. That is very good.
Very lucky.
And on the other side of the world, in my comparison, yeah, I'm just renting. I have a roommate and we're just renting.
Yep.
But I'm also very lucky that my roommate is very chill, and despite the fact, she does want to talk a fair amount, which is fine. Like that's like even like there are moments when I'm like, I just want to be alone, and she just wants to talk for a bit. I will put up with it. I will put up with it, but she's usually good at picking up cues. And we don't.
I've had roommates I never talk to, and I feel like that would be better. Like, I mean, having a roommate that you actually talk to.
Yeah.
I feel like that's better compared to someone you just kind of awkwardly pass by once a week.
No, we do like almost like a daily checkup. Like, hey, how's it going? And like we chill, and it's nice. It's nice that like we're a similar age and we don't give a fuck. And I think because I was raised with 4 sisters, I am like, I know how to not be weird around women, and so she has fully admitted to me, it's just like, I'm very comfortable with you, and I'm like, well, that's nice. I am comfortable with you in return. I'm glad we're not weird. So that's
let's go.
That's lovely. Yes, and it is. Sorry, I'm coughing my guts up. It is fortunate as well. Like where we're renting is. It's a unique situation where we're at and where we're living, and I am fortunate to. I say it's unique, so like we're not paying as much as your average renter in Australia, because even the renting market's fucking cooked at the minute. But we kind of have a good deal here, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, and I like got my own room, got my own office as well, and similarly to you, this past few months I've actually tried to decorate my office and actually make it make the place feel a bit more like home. My roommate's had more time to make the place feel like a home. She's like put up heaps of Christmas stuff everywhere, and I've put up like one picture and I've got stuff in the fridge, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of feel like I should be doing more. So I've started to do a bit more to make the place feel like my home as well. And yeah, it's been good. It's been a good time. I think we've already been told, yeah, you're going to be the lease is going to be renewed for another year, so we're fine. So that's nice. But it's so weird thinking about it, like in comparison, because my family and I were like, my family is always close. Like we're like you would know from previous recordings, like how often my family just walk into my room and talk to me.
Yep.
I'm used to having such a close family, and it's been weird being so far apart and having to make much more of an effort to reach out and communicate rather than just, oh, we're in the same house, we can just talk. I think it also it does add a bit more value to a lot of our conversations, because I remember just living with mum and dad, and like I love mum and dad to the ends of the earth, but like so often was just every day was just what happened at work, and that was mostly the conversation. Yep. But now whenever I go over or they come over, there's much more valuable conversations, and for real. Yeah, I appreciate that a lot more, because like I do. There are a lot of things I do miss, but at the same time, it's like, I'm a fucking grown adult, so your responsibility is not a bad thing. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I can never go back to my parents' place. Like, no, like, again, I'm on the same page as you. Like, I love mom and dad, but my God, I could never live with them anymore. Like, now that I've had a taste of my own place, I can never go back to living with my parents. At least not for like a extended period of time. Like, I just value doing my own thing too much. Like, I feel like I'd be with my parents, I'd be under like constant interference, constant questioning. Like, what are you up to now? What are you up to today? Hey, you want to do this with us? I'm like, no, I just kind of want to do my own thing. I value that too much. I guess my independence. I value my independence way too much to move back in with my parents. And I'm lucky enough to be in a situation where even if I did, for some reason, lose my day job, I could probably find another, like a part-time gig and still be in pretty good shape. So I don't think I will lose my day job, but if the worst were to come, I think I would still be fine.
Yeah.
So it's just a game changer. At least for me, it was moving out. Like, I can't go back to my parents' place anymore. I'm sure they're now, I think I mentioned this, but all three of me and my siblings are now out of the house. So I'm sure they're still getting used to it. But since it's the first time in like 25 years they've had no children in the house. But
oh yeah, I know my parents are the exact same. Like it's the first time like all my sisters are out, I'm out. Like, and then unfortunately, like not unfortunately, but around that same time, my granddad passed away, and my nan obviously didn't want a giant house to herself, and my nan and my parents, like my grandparents and my parents have always like semi-lived together. Like when we lived on a farm. I lived on a farm growing up, and they lived on a cottage on the farm, and we lived in the main house. So like we've always kind of lived with my grandparents. And since my granddad passed away and my nan didn't want the big house to herself, she ended up moving back in with mum and dad. So even though me and my sisters are gone, like my nan is now there. So there is always a third person, and I think they appreciate that. I think that they're so used to that I do think for a short while, because when I moved out, like my mum was messaging me all the time, like, how's it going? Like, I think she was a bit like, the bird's at the nest and I don't know what to do with this information. And it's fair enough. I do appreciate it. Yeah. Like I appreciate any chance to see any of my family, especially because like having like losing both my dog and my granddad this year, I was that really hit, and I was like, holy shit, like I wasn't there around to see the last of what was happening with both of them. I managed to see both of them before they passed, like on the last day, so that was appreciated. But like the build up to that, I missed a decent chunk of it living out of home. And yeah, it was an eye opener, definitely, and it made me think like, okay, well, I have now got to make all these conscious choices of like, I don't want to miss out on more of those. And whereas like a lot of those moments would just happen because I lived at home, now I have to go out and make those moments happen. Like I have a second niece now, so instead of just Eleanor randomly rocking up at our place and we babysit her, I now have to go to them and be like, hey, here's my second niece and here's Eleanor. Like I need to go out of the way to see them now. So Eleanor
can't wait for 5 years down the line where we're doing a Persona 6 and Eleanor the sequel comes in.
Abigail comes in and it's just Uncle Trent. Oh my God, she's back.
Whoa!
Another child has entered the
She's
recording.
reincarnated.
Another child has entered the recording studio. Oh no. Nah, I don't know. That my nieces, a lot of my family actually haven't been to my new place because I always feel like it's weird. Like, yes, this is my place, but it is also a rental, so I don't think it's like a big deal for my family to come around. But we do have a pool, and it is fucking hot at the minute because summer here, and so I'm definitely gonna be like, hey guys, come use the pool. So definitely a definitely necessary thing. But living out of home is sweet. It's been a year for both of us, and it's very eye-opening and interesting.
Well, it's been many years for me actually, but it's my first. It's a year of owning my own place. Because I've been out since college, 2018.
Is the most major change for you like, oh, I gotta pay all these bills? Like,
yes, my God, dude, it's crazy. I just had to. This made me so mad. So on my I own my own car now too.
Fuck yeah.
Which is So I managed to get a car right about the same time I got my condo. So it's actually a pretty nice. It was a used car, of course. I'm not buying a new car. I'm not insane, but it's a pretty nice used car. It's a 2019 Honda Civic, and it's like the high end one too. It's like the EX or whatever. So it's a pretty nice car. I think it was like $20,000 all told. But my car insurance is paid yearly, apparently. So I've owned my car for about a year now, too. And my last car was under my dad's name. It was technically mine, like I helped pay for it, but I also didn't pay for the full thing. This time around, I did pay for the full thing. Well, I have a car payment. You know, I have a loan, so I didn't exactly pay for the full thing, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
It is my car, full stop. And I'm paying the car insurance. I just did the yearly car insurance payment. It was like $2,000, like straight up $2,000. I'm like, oh God, just kill me. So it makes it less painful if you were to do that over the course of 12 months. But for some reason, when you do it like all at once, it just hurts way more. Even if I don't have to think about it for another year. And I actually had to dig into my savings to pay for that $2,000 right off the bat. I'm like, oh God, what am I gonna do? Thankfully, thankfully, I think I'll be okay in the long run. But I'm like, because I do have enough savings, but not a lot. But I do have enough. But it was like, oof, it was painful.
Yeah. I'm usually good.
Thankfully, my bills don't add up to too much. Thankfully, because it's just like mortgage, car payment, internet, electricity, and that's pretty much it.
Man, being an adult fucking sucks.
Dude, it so sucks.
Fucking.
I just found out yesterday I have to renew my my car registration every year, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. That's what we gotta do. Car rego. Fucking, I'm used to doing yearly for the car rego as well, but I got in another car accident a few months ago. I had a Suzuki, and I finally finished paying off the Suzuki. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I like the Suzuki. And then I was distracted for a split second. It was like fucking peak hour traffic. So I watched some guy a few cars ahead of me pull off into like the middle island with his fucking flashing lights going, and I'm like looking over to my right, like, what the fuck happened there? I look back, and then everyone ahead of me is braked, and I rear-end someone, and I'm like, fuck me.
Yeah.
God damn it. And it was just enough damage for a write-off, and I'm like, this is why I pay the expensive comprehensive car insurance, because I got the money back for it. But fuck me, like, I'm normally good at budgeting for this sort of shit, and then like I got the money, I got a new car, and then I'm like, oh fuck, now I gotta rebudget everything, and I fucking hate that. And it's like, oh no, now my rego is coming up as well. Like, fuck me. Fucking adulting. That shit.
I hate it.
The shit's cringe.
It's a scam.
Oh, it is. 100%. 100% a scam. I have also been like in such a two-mind thing with work right now because like we just had our work party last night and it was pretty good. Saw a bunch of people, but like I'm so two minds about things because I'm like I'm about to get my diploma and I'm like a few people have left this year and I'm like I don't know if I am going to get any higher in this job, in this position,
right?
And I don't know how much value they have with me, and I've been told like, yeah, no, you are very important here, and I'm like, well, I don't feel like I'm being paid like I'm important, but that's another issue. I will get paid more when the diploma's finished, and I think I'm becoming the first aid officer as well, so that will also help. So I'm kind of like in the mind of, do I just tough it out and try and show off more next year, or like what do I do? So next year I'm going to try and just tough it out and get to a higher position if I can and do more work. But that shit sucks. Instead, let's talk about the fun shit. I published 2 books this year. Holy fuck me. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. I really enjoyed that.
Did.
That was fun. That was so fun.
So did I.
Yeah, what, you didn't publish 2 books. What did you do? You published a lot of music.
I said I meant to say so did I, as in I also enjoyed that you published 2 books.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was, dude, it's been fun and I have been so in the mindset of like, I want to do these events, I want to go to that thing, I want to do that thing. And then I had to take a step back and be like, wait a minute, no, I need to write more. I need to write the next book for fuck's sake. Like, I've been so busy with work, wrestling, and trying to find other events to go to next year that I've just been like, wait, I haven't written much of Volume 3 yet. So that's why
I feel like 3 volumes is a good amount to like have and like at a booth somewhere and be like, look at this, I got 3 volumes of this series ready to go right off the bat.
Yes.
You know, I feel like that's strong.
Absolutely. And I'm still trying to stick to the every 9-month plan that I arbitrarily came up with when I got the first book out in January.
When there was a 9-month gap between 1 and 2.
Yes, exactly. So I'm thinking 9 months is nice. I'll try and get Volume 3 published in June. So I'm going to really try and smash out the bulk of it during the break. And then, like, obviously fine-tune, edit, make sure I'm happy with everything. Get it to you and another beta reader, and then get it ready to publish in June. That's the plan.
Nice.
But
that's strong.
Yeah, I've been so happy getting this out and going to events because I think I've been very fortunate this year because I published the books and I didn't realize so many author events are actually pre-planned like a year in advance. Like I didn't realize that, and the many I entered this year. It was all like last minute on a whim and they let me come in. So I was very lucky to get into the few I have done. But
now you're ready.
Yeah, now I'm prepared. Now I have everything. I have everything but like a custom tablecloth. I have everything else. I have the stands. I have the banner. I've got other shit. I just need a tablecloth because apparently that helps. I don't know. But
well,
yeah, and I'm booked in for some events next year already, including Supernova Melbourne in April and Supernova Adelaide in October. I'm already booked in again for Adelaide, so that's sick. It's
nice.
Here's one thing I didn't actually realize. So we do have a fair few conventions going around, and like Supernova is, you know, comics, movies, and like it does include anime and like television and all that. It's all encompassing. And then every state has their own state adjacent ones. But we also have Oz Comic Con, which I know was big, but I didn't realize Oz Comic Con is actually like an official licensee, like affiliated thing with New York Comic Con. I didn't realize. I thought it was just the name, but no, they're officially like a part of what New York Comic Con actually is. So I didn't realize that. I signed up because they do events in every state. I signed up to be on their waiting list. So if I can get into one of them, that'll be cool. But in the meantime, I'm going to Supernova Adelaide, Melbourne. There's a author event called the Indieverse Book Event happening, funnily enough, at the same venue where a lot of ACW shows happen, the Estonian Hall. That is also in April, so that's nice. And that's so on the writing side of things, I am extremely happy with the 2 books I got out. I'm still trying to get more people to actually properly review it online so I can share a few more official testimonials. Because I got a lot of people who have read it, enjoyed it, and I'm like, fucking, I appreciate it, but I do need something. I need some sort of thing so I can share it around, but that's all right. And there's that, and then there's also wrestling, but I'll let you get into music. How much music have you pumped out this year? I've seen a bunch of singles.
Well, it's this was a lot of covers this year. I'll probably talk about this in a second, but I have a big update regarding the music stuff. It's not anything like it's not particularly good or bad, but this was a big year just because I did a lot of different stuff. It was mostly covers and stuff, and next year will be a lot more covers as well. But I think the big, like, I guess, shift is that I've finally I feel like I'm at least at or approaching the point where I'm more comfortable doing and leaning into sort of the heavier rock aspects of my music. I did a lot of metal stuff this year. I did Hugs. I did my new song Adrenaline is the most metal song I've ever written. I did Mayday recently with my buddy Phil, which was a great time. The Cold Rain Fire Force opening, that was great. It turned out really well. So I've just been leaning into more metal stuff. Even I feel like my Infinite cover, the Sonic Forces Infinite theme, I feel like was a step in the right direction. So that's been the big shift that I feel like I've gotten a lot more comfortable with that. Like if I had to do that 2 years ago, I would have sounded like shit. But I feel like it's nice that I feel and hear myself continue to improve with my singing. It's a big satisfaction for me. Big sense of satisfaction there. But the big update is that next year will be the last year that I keep up this schedule that I've been keeping up for the past few years or so, where I do 2 to 3 uploads a month. It'll be the last year I actually keep that up actively. I'll still be doing stuff, but it'll be more at my own pace after next year. The main reason for that is I have this big list of covers that, like, basically songs from years gone by that I want to cover eventually. And that list has shrunk significantly by this point. And by the end of next year, it'll be down to like 10, I think all told. Like it's at like maybe 25 now or so. By end of next year, it'll be at like 10. And by that point, I'll just be doing more basically stuff at my own pace. I won't try to force myself into keeping up a schedule, which I think will improve the quality overall of my stuff. So I'll still, like, the Friday upload time will stay the same. But I'm just not going to be uploading as often as I have been starting in 2027. So that's the plan. I have a big update about that also, like, scheduled to go up on my community tab. But it'll just take a lot of pressure off of me after next year, and I can start focusing on other things that I want to do. So, and we'll see what exactly that is. I'm not sure. Once I have more time on my hands, I have no idea what I'm going to do with myself, but I'm sure I'll figure out something.
Well, it gives you more time to focus on as well. Like, if a new song drops, like as part of an anime opening or ending or whatever else that you just see and immediately love, you can just jump on it without having to drop a bunch of things. You can just be like, I want to do that one straight away.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
It just gives you more time to have that
just gives me more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just gives me more freedom. So that's basically the big update. So I think this year, counting my last cover that I'm working on currently of the year, I think it will be 28 songs that I've put out this year. So including that one, it'll be 28, at least uploads. It'll be 28 uploads on YouTube, and I think next year will be about the same. So yeah, it's definitely, I feel like I could be doing better. Like, a lot of times I end up really close to my deadline. But I feel like I could be doing better. I'm like a fucking chronic procrastinator. I'm still bad with procrastinating.
Same.
I have been since like middle school. So I feel like I can be doing better, and I think next year a big thing for me is I just want to make better use of my time. Because I feel like I could, like, it's not that I don't have the mental capacity to work on music after I come home from work, because I feel like I usually do. It's just a matter of me being lazy most of the time.
Yeah.
So starting next year, I just want to make better use of my time. Like, I want to exercise more, like, not even just hitting the gym. Like, I want to do running more than I currently am, which would also in turn help my breathing and my singing. If I just had better control, like more lung capacity, which I could train by running. And I'd be healthier overall too. So that's a big thing I want to focus on next year. Well,
if you want an accountability buddy, and we'd be like, how many steps you do today, motherfucker? And you'd be like, I did this many. And I'm like, yeah, cool, I did this many. Like, I'm in the exact same fucking boat. I legit just need to better utilize my time. I've gotten better at, like, coming home from work, immediately having a shower, and then just, like, hyping myself up to do something. Because usually I've been doing what my sister's husband does, and, like, usually he has, like, a quick 30-minute nap to power up. But when I have a nap, I just want to sleep the rest of the night. So, like, I'm like, okay, that clearly doesn't fucking work. So I'm like, I need to just keep the adrenaline or, like, the hype going, and then go to bed earlier, because that's usually what does it for me.
Yeah.
So I'm in the same boat of, like, I need to utilize my time better. I think I've found myself being more productive when I've been physical. Like, this is not even a joke. Like,
totally.
You get more fresh air. You get more dopamine from working out and using your body and your muscles, and then your brain is like, I'm in a good mood, and then it just does things. It's stupid. It's so fucking simple, but people tend to forget it very easily. So not even a joke. I'm more than happy. I'm doing the same shit. So hold each other accountable from the other fucking ends of the earth. And I'm gonna, cause I live in an area now where there's so many walking trails. There are so many fucking flies as well, but there's so many trails to actually walk. And I bought a fucking good smartwatch to keep track of steps. So I'm just like even though it's gonna be fucking hot, like that just gives me all the more reason to be like, okay, when it starts getting dark and cools down, just go out, go move, go do stuff. Or when it's hot, go swim in the fucking pool. You know, swimming's actually good for you too.
Yeah,
so,
for real.
Yeah, I've been saying this every year for like 10 fucking years. Just be healthier. And it's just like, hey, brother, like, there's no better position than I am in now to actually achieve those things. So
yes,
fucking
for
do
real.
them.
Yeah, that's the you know, I am looking forward to having more time on my hands, but I'm also looking forward to how much I will have done by the end of next year, because I have a lot of, like, surprisingly on the schedule for next year are a lot of, like, older, like, kind of mid 2000s Naruto and Bleach songs for some reason ended up on my schedule from next year. So it's going to be a little interesting to see how the audience responds to those, because I don't think I've never done a Naruto cover so far. So for some reason that stuff is up on the, but it's just like songs I wanted to try. So
do you still get like cover requests like nowadays? Like, do you get many requests nowadays still?
Every so often. I usually just throw them to the wayside unless I'm like, yeah, I'm already doing that. So it's not very often, to be honest. I can't even remember the last time I got one. Usually, I mean, I usually just forget them immediately anyway. But
because I swear every time like there's a new Shield Hero song, people are now conditioned to be like, oh, I can't wait for Gus and Phil to the new Shield Hero song.
Well, and in that case, I'm like, yeah, I'm already doing it. You know, I'm already working on it. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of those where I'm like, yeah, you know, obviously actually the final episode of My Hero Academia is airing in like a few hours.
I saw people making the comparison of like the final episode of My Hero and John Cena's final match are happening on the same day.
Yeah, that's actually real. That
is so
but
real.
Yeah, that, you know, when that came out, when the new opening for the final season came out, it was like, yeah, I got a lot of requests to do that. But again, that was another case of I'm already in the process of working on it. So like, I was the one who stayed up till midnight on the day of that song's release and immediately was like, all right, I've got this. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, and I'm also working on an original album, my second original album in the background as well. So I'm hoping to get that out probably in it's not going to make 2026, I don't think. But I think hopefully it should be 2027, my second original album. And my goal for that, I don't know if I've actually mentioned this on the podcast. Maybe I have. But part of the reason I want to free up my schedule a little bit more is because I want to go into actually freelance, composition, production, that kind of stuff, to work on projects for other people with their own ideas. And the big thing with that is I want to diversify my production capabilities, basically. So my second album, I'm going to focus, it's still going to be rock focused, of course, but I'm going to try to do as much different from what I did in Turn to Ash, and even from what I'm doing in like the character songs, like Adrenaline and Collide from last year. I'm going to try to sort of differentiate them as much as I can to sort of just diversify what I can do and what I'm capable of, so that I can show. I think the new album I'm working on is going to be a big boost to my like portfolio, because even if they're, you know, my own compositions that I sing on, it's still songs that I composed and that I could theoretically work in to songs for other people as well.
Yeah.
So that's the goal. It is. I can just drop it. Nobody gives a fuck. It's Firestorm. But basically so you know Nate Wants to Battle Songs of Time, right?
Yes, of course.
So my new album is essentially, I'm planning it to be the Persona 5 equivalent of Nate Wants to Battle Songs of Time. It's going to tell the story of Persona 5.
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be themed. There's going to be like each of the different palaces is going to have its own song, stuff like that. I'm even planning. I've never done this one before. I'm planning actually a couple interludes songs to fall in between certain tracks. So
interludes.
Yeah,
Very
I've never
cool.
tried that before, so we'll see how that goes. But that's the plan. I don't think it'll make 2026. I've got the plan ready for the first track. I just need to actually go and record it. So it won't make 2026, I don't think, but it should make early 2027 if all goes according to plan. So that'll be in the background during all of next year as well, and hopefully, I don't know if this will actually happen, but I'd like to just drop it all at once without releasing any singles and be like, surprise, bitch! Here's an album. But we'll see how that goes.
Fuck yeah, awesome.
Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna try to do as much stuff different as I can, so that it becomes a good boon to my composition portfolio down the road. Because I see myself even long after, in theory anyway, long after the anime covers are mostly done with, I could still be doing freelance composition if there's demand for it. So that's my goal anyway. So that could continue being something I do on the side, even when I'm married with children or whatever. So
very epic. I feel like a lot of musicians, like I listen to frequently, I've gotten into similar headspaces. I think a lot more people nowadays are just coming to the point of like, I just want to do my own thing. I enjoy doing all these covers and songs inspired by X, Y, and Z, but like now I'm at the point of just doing my own thing. Like a lot of people are getting to that sort of thing now.
And I definitely like, I love the idea of being able to like take, I'm not great at coming up with ideas from nothing, which is why I like writing songs about anime characters or whatever, because that gives me a very baseline for a song I want to write. I'm like, if I were to write a song about this character, what kind of song would it be like? Or what kind of song would it be? So I want to take like in my head, obviously I hear a good amount of these, but like in my head, a prime example of what I would be doing as a freelance composer would be like songs for VTubers, right? They have like songs about their VTuber characters or just like weird fun little singles that they do sometimes. I would love to hear those ideas that those creators have and be able to use my unique abilities and knowledge to transform that idea and create something real out of it. You know what I mean? That's where I think I would be really excellent in just being able to take someone's idea and turn it with my own, with my own unique creation, like my own unique ideas as well. We would collaborate to make that a real thing.
Dude, I think it's about time to retread No Mercy at this point.
Yeah. I mean,
fuck you. Jesus. Yeah, that sort of shit. Woo! But no, I get entirely what you're saying. Fucking, there's so many of those artists out, especially VTubers out nowadays, that a lot of them are going in and making their own music. But I see so many of them reach out for like that sort of thing. Tell my story in your way. Like Iron Mouse, especially, she's prolific for that. But yeah, no, that is that I definitely could see that working. That would be very cool.
So that's a big reason why I want to free up the schedule. But also because I want to just do other things as well, like side projects. I mentioned to you, but I don't think I've mentioned on the podcast, my band from high school, Florida Gardens, is like 99% making a comeback next year. Almost certainly.
So I wanted you to bring that up. Yes, Florida Gardens comeback.
Yeah,
baby.
so we have a couple demos sitting around. I want to actually go over to my buddy's place and record them with him, or at least like mix them with him so we can get the sound right. Record some harmonies or whatever. Kind of be a little more collaborative. Because usually back in our high school days, when I was like 17 or 18 or whatever, we would sort of just do different parts of it, like on our own. Usually Chandler would come up with like the very base of a song, like he would give me a guitar riff or whatever, like the very base elements of a song, and I would like use those to create a full song out of them. But this time I kind of want to be more collaborative about that, especially like when we did that live performance that I mentioned when we were playing Hyrule Warriors. It gave me that, like, it just made me feel like, wouldn't it be cool if like the opportunity did arise that we could go into a live performance prepared? Like, that's the kind of feeling I want to have. You know, like, we actually are familiar with the song. We both had our input with it. We both like really are happy with the result. That's the kind of feeling I want to have coming out of the especially with a band operation, you know, where we're gonna have differing opinions. So I want to, that's my goal with this. But I did record a few demos. So I think we have like four or five like demos for songs that are like, you know, I don't have the lyrics all the way done, but I have some lyrics and the idea for where it's gonna go, that kind of thing. So if we have some time, which hopefully we will, that we'll have 10 songs ready by next year sometime. So
fuck yeah. Do you have it? Sorry,
go ahead. No, you go ahead. I was about to just say, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know when it'll be. So
fuck yeah. Do you have any of your own songs like ready to go if you were to have to do them as a live performance?
God, no way. Because it's been forever. And usually I would like kind of unilaterally just turn what Chandler gives me into a full song. So a great example is the most recent single on Florida Garden's page is called Lyra. And basically what happened was it's like one guitar riff that drives the entire song. So basically I just copy and pasted that riff throughout the song, like the entire length of the song, and just wrote my own lyrics and recorded over it and was like, here Chandler, here's what I made. So, and he would not know how to play it, even if it's the one guitar riff. He could probably listen back to it and figure it out, but if I told him to play it right now, he would not know. So, and it's the same way for all of our previous stuff before that, especially because Chandler he's so different from me and how he operates, where I'm like very hands-on when I make stuff. I'm like, I have to know exactly what I'm doing all the time. I'm very like precise about what I do. Like I'm intentional with every single aspect of it. Whereas Chandler, he just like noodles on the guitar and he's like, hey, that was kind of cool, and just records it. So and even if you asked him like an hour later to go back to what he just played, he probably couldn't do it. So it would just take him a second, you know, like he wouldn't remember what he just played. So we operate very differently in that way. But that's kind of what makes our collaborative effort cool. And I can tell you just by the short demos we've made, it's not even close to. We are a few levels higher than we used to be, like many levels higher in terms of quality in every single aspect. It is going to be it is the same style of sound that it was before, but we are just better in every single way. So it will actually be an album worth listening to, I think. So as opposed to our previous ones.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's sick. Fucking keen for a Florida Gardens comeback. I like a lot of the collaborative stuff you guys do, and a lot of the projects you're in. Like, they're all pretty cool, interesting, and different.
Yes.
So that would be cool. One other thing I've been doing a lot heavily this year, and probably heavily next year as well, is commentary for wrestling. But not only that, I made my in-ring debut this year.
Let's go.
Hard to forget that at the start of the year, that happened. Actually, I spoke to a mate at work about this. Literally in January, I was in such a weird headspace with wrestling. I still kind of am, because wrestling is forever a changing landscape, and things like so many interpersonal things happen within wrestling that it's a lot to think about sometimes. But at the start of the year, because I wasn't really training consistently and I was a bit falling out of love with it, I was like, I don't know what I want to do from here. I don't know if I want to continue it. And then obviously I got the message from Monday saying, yeah, we're going to have a Rumble and we'll put you in that. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I've got gear, may as well fucking do it. It was so much fun. The ACW Rise to Glory Rumble, that was so much fun being a part of that. And ACW got sold, it has a new owner, and it's hard to know how much I should and shouldn't say, because I don't know who is going to end up listening to this, if anyone, or like what is going to get around or what's going to happen in the future. But basically, I thought I wanted to do some stuff for ACW and like for the new ACW, but the opportunities never came up. However, the opportunity came up to do commentary for Pro Wrestling South Australia, which is the longest running company in South Australia. They've been going since 2006, but even then they've been going earlier because they are actually like a combination and an offshoot of like older companies that have been going up from like 1999. So PWSA is actually quite old and everlasting. And I'll fully admit it, like years ago, in like the hierarchy of wrestling in South Australia, PWSA were greatly looked down upon because they had a lot of nonsensical booking and like a lot of their guys were looked down upon as being untrained. Wow. A lot of the guys they did use, and they were almost kind of a laughing stock. They didn't pull good crowds, and yeah, things were just kind of rough. And towards the latter half of 2024, there was the beginning of a turnaround. And then I was asked, "Oh, do you want to come in and do commentary for us?" I said, "Sure." Like, despite everything I heard about PWSA, I was like, "Oh, I'll give them a shot." And I saw some of it, like I understood some of it, like, yeah, the wrestling could definitely be better, but the people actually did show a lot of love to each other. There was one incident of one person that ended up leaving, which was unfortunate, but that was like differing ideological views, and that's not really anything that other people need to be part of. That was just a lot of personal opinions from different people. But I saw a lot of people that genuinely loved wrestling and loved being a part of it, and gave a shit and wanted to just do what they wanted to do and have fun. And I was so used to being in the mind space of like, everyone needs to sell tickets, everyone needs to play their part, everyone needs to do this, everyone needs to do that. And then I went to PWSA and it was like, if you do this, it would be appreciated, but we're not going to force you. Like, at the end of the day, we're here to have a good time. And I think that more chillax sort of thing did actually put me in a better headspace. Right. And I started doing commentary for them consistently. And things like I took the credit in a promo because I'm a heel. I took the credit in a promo of like, yeah, things have started getting better here ever since I showed up. But genuinely, things have started to improve and crowds have gotten bigger. The shows have gotten better. And I haven't heard other companies given PWSA shit anymore. Because it used to be an ongoing joke, but they're not doing that anymore. And even I went to an ACW show not too long ago for the first time in a while, and none of them were like, "Oh, how's the shithole?" Some of the people were like, "Oh, how are things going there? I was thinking about coming around and maybe trying to have a match there or something like that. Like, a few people wanted to come wrestle. Like, no one was slandering it. They were like actually a bit more open. And I'm like, holy fuck! Like, I'm happy I joined when I did, because it's starting to get a more positive reputation again. And I don't know. I don't know if I do have any part to play in that. I think I've seen the best and worst of a few different locker rooms. So, and I was greatly informed that I've done every major show this year with my co-commentator Paul Roberts, and I was told, you two are actually the most consistent commentary team we've ever had. Like, no one's lasted this long as a pair. And I'm like, you're fucking joking, really? 12 months? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, wow, there you go. And I'm still enjoying it, and they've even given me a few opportunities to wrestle, which is, I mean, I didn't expect that. Like, 2 of them were just battle royals, but then one of them was actually a 6-man tag, like my first non-Rumble / battle royal match. And I was like, holy shit, like, this is cool. So even though like they weren't massive by any chances, they were still opportunities to actually do something and showcase what I can do. So I thought, oh great! Like, at the start of the year, I thought, great. I'm gonna give these guys a chance, but then everyone else is gonna start giving me shit because I'm working for the shit company now. But funnily enough, there's actually been a few other new upstart companies who are actually run by bad people, and they use bad people as wrestlers who can't wrestle, and they are now copying more slack for being terrible because they are genuinely terrible. So I think all that negativity has gone from PWSA to them, and I'm not even going to say their initials because they are abysmally dog shit. So that is another thing. I think the reputation's gotten better, even though there are a few people that still don't have a great reputation. But when you've been in the industry 25 years, you gain heat one way or another. So, I'm kind of in the headspace of like, I still enjoy wrestling and I'm having a good time doing commentary here, and I want to branch out next year, but obviously my first priority is writing, and I've made that very clear to them. Like, my priority is writing, but I'm very lucky that they've announced already all the dates they want to cover next year, and there actually hasn't been any clashes like for the events that I have signed up for.
Damn.
So that's a positive.
Yeah, shit.
But yeah, wrestling, especially mainstream wrestling, I have been I'm back into the phase of barely fucking paying attention, and like, I'll watch a pay-per-view occasionally. Like, we watched Survivor Series, and I had a good time. I enjoyed it.
We were just laughing about Uncle Jeff half the time.
This is true. We were just laughing about Uncle Jeff and stupid motherfucker and the gang. All the boys. It's still funny, but yeah. And then I remember looking at Twitter afterwards, and everyone fucking hated Survivor Series. I'm just like, you know what? Like,
yeah, dude, it sucks. It sucks, man. Like, that's why I've said it, and like, I just like to watch, because I don't have access to AEW anything. I might watch AEW if I did have easier access to it, but I'm not paying $50 to watch one show. It's just not happening.
No.
So I have very easy access to WWE because I have a Netflix subscription already, which I probably would have anyway because Netflix has been getting into the anime scene a lot recently. So I can write off that as a tax write-off. And I have a VPN. So I have very easy access to WWE for basically, and I got it like one of those creator deals on NordVPN. So I don't even pay anything actively for it. I paid up front.
Bruh.
So I have like another 2 years on that.
Oh yeah. I did that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have to fucking sign up to stupid ass ESPN or Peacock. So yeah, I don't even watch wrestling videos much anymore. I just watch and usually do something else while I have wrestling on. It's become something I can just watch in the background now, and be like, sometimes.
I used, like, I've had conflicting, like, flip-flopping viewpoints on this as well, and I am back to the point of view of just like, if it's there, I'm gonna watch it, but I already put so much investment into what I'm doing with my commentary and the work I'm doing that I can't be fucked getting into these arguments that people are having about like what is good and what is bad. Like, I can objectively say, yeah, a lot of John Cena's final run was dog shit, but like it's done. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? Like, there's no use complaining about it anymore. Like, he's having his last match tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it, and then that's gonna be it. And I'm gonna be sad because I like John Cena, but I'm like, well, that's fucking life. Like, he's done. There's nothing, and I'm not gonna fucking wax nostalgia for the rest of my goddamn life. Even though this month, surprisingly, has been a lot of, like, filled with a lot of nostalgic shit. I'll get into it in just a minute. But, like, I'm sick of watching wrestling and then being told to think some other way than what I'm thinking. Like, I remember, like, what I read on Twitter was just like, oh, the fucking AEW Blood and Guts match was so much better than the fucking War Games. The War Games were so safe and sanitary, and they were barely doing anything, and it didn't make a lot of sense.
Braun Breaker almost died.
And I just remember sitting there watching it, and I was just like, I had a good time. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
well, okay, and yeah, everyone, and you know what? You just said it. Everyone talks about John Cena's heel run being a disaster. I kind of liked it. So that's the result of people not telling me what to, because I just love that he leaned all the way into it. You know, like, wrestling is such a theater thing, especially WWE. It's so theater, and it's like John Cena. He could have just had mediocre matches all year, like, you know, faced off against heels like The Miz or whatever. Fucking had mediocre matches all year with a couple of bangers mixed in there. Like, kind of like he has this year, but instead he tried something different, and I really appreciate that. Like, he tried something different that we had never seen before, and he really leaned into it. He did his best, and some of the booking was bad, for sure. WrestleMania is unforgivable, but man, he just tried something different. I really appreciate that, and I got a lot of amusement out of it personally. I thought a lot of the shit he did was fucking hilarious. So, yeah, I don't know. Ever since I just stopped listening to people trying to tell me what to think, it's just been a lot. I've just found myself being more positive overall. Like, even if I disagree, even if I find myself, like, watching someone talk about John Cena's heel run being dog shit, and I actively disagree, I'm like, no, I did like this part of that you say is bad. I just end up in a bad mood because of that. But I'd rather be in my own bubble, like, enjoying myself, rather than disagreeing with anyone, you know?
Back in the day, I used to heavily enjoy, like, fantasy booking as well. Like, I used to love the idea of fantasy booking, and, like, I don't know why. I even remember I wrote, like, a fantasy booking thing for this other platform I was on for a while.
Fanfiction.
And, like, I used to love... no, you wish. No. And, like, I like to watch a lot of Adam Blompier and stuff like that, and his fantasy booking. And, like, even still kind of, like, things that haven't happened yet that could be better. But then I watched Adam Blompier's recent one, and it's just like, okay, we're doing this thing in the future, but we're doing this on the caveat of this happening. And I'm like, well, you've already fucked it because that's not happened. Like, the caveat has already not happened. So you've already fucked your concept of fantasy booking. But nothing pisses me off more than this is happening on Facebook of all places, because I'm using Facebook and Instagram to promote my books and everything, and I'm sharing a lot of wrestling stuff because it's also my wrestling account as well. I'm seeing so much shit of, like, this is how they should do John Cena's last match. He beats Gunther, and then Tony Khan comes out and says, we've agreed to do one more thing of like John Cena versus Adam Copeland. And then they've done an AI generated image of Cena and Edge standing across from each other with Tony Khan and Triple H in the background. And I'm like, fuck all your AI generated fucking bullshit. Fuck off.
That's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
It's fucking dog shit. It's abysmal. And there's fucking so much of this shit going around. I'm like, just shut the fuck up.
Imagine Tony Khan walking alongside Edge to the ring with Metal Ingus playing. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I wanted to throw the hands up as well.
Yeah, exactly. Holy shit, that's funny.
It's so fucked. And
it's like Tony Khan and Triple H in the middle of the ring, like shaking hands.
And it's fucked.
God, that's funny.
And here's the thing: like back in the day, I was also like of the mindset of like there are so many situations of like, hey, there is the opportunity for this thing to be amazing, and then so often it just isn't. And you can either fucking bitch and moan about it, or you can just like deal with it, move on. And
life goes on,
much
bitch.
of it. So much of it nowadays is people bitching and moaning about it. Like,
it's a waste of time.
I know, but see, that's the thing. Like, 99% of the time, it's a waste of time. And then 1% of the time, it actually does something. And, like, the rare situation of it doing something. Like, back in the day, Sonic the movie, changing the design of Sonic. Like, that was the one time...
unacceptable, yeah.
Yeah, that was the one time where bitching and moaning fucking worked. But... I've now also gotten to the point where, as a writer, I have the story in my head and I know how I want it to play out. But then when I got my beta reviews back for Volume 2, and a lot of it was good, and then a lot of it was just like, this part doesn't make sense, I changed this. And I'm like, brother, it's my book. Yeah. Like, I appreciate the feedback, but then... I get told by someone that's read the book, I don't like the way it reads. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? And it's just like, I don't like the pacing. And I'm like, well, it's already published. It's already published. Like, I can't do anything about it. It's published already. Like, it's like, if you have complaints about the story, that's one thing because the story's ongoing. You don't like the pacing, it's published. I can't fix that for you. Like, so I've gotten to the point of like, I'm just going to do it. And as I know there are people out there enjoying it, and I will take on whatever feedback I can, but like, at the end of the day, if you don't like the story, that's too fucking bad because it's my story to tell. And that I almost want to apply that to wrestling at the same time. Like, especially in PWSA, like breaking the fourth wall a little bit. I know like some of the stories that are going to happen into the future, and then they get changed. Like, I'm just going to say this very briefly, and if anyone fucking hears this and calls me out for it, whatever. We had a storyline going on of this wrestler coming back from injury. He got his neck broken in a fucking match years ago.
No way.
And the video from that, a real broken freaking neck. And that video shoot had never been seen by the general public. And someone played that video to distract him during a match and causing him to lose a match. And then there was going to be a big whodunit mystery of like who showed the video. I was told it was going to be one guy, and then 2 months later they pivoted and decided on a different guy.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I mean, the first guy would have made more sense, but this is not my story to tell. So I'm going to roll with the punches because on commentary was just like, oh, they're doing, like, in my head, I was like, oh, they've changed it to this guy. Okay, fine. I will roll with the punches and tell their story because that's what I'm there on commentary to do. I'm there to tell their story, and that's what I enjoy doing.
Yep.
So that's why, like, I do kind of want to apply that to wrestling. Like, yes, I absolutely do wish so much of John Cena's final run was played differently. I would have appreciated like something vastly different, but instead they gave us what they gave us. So it's just like, all right, well, let's just enjoy the things that we enjoyed from this run. And like, I agree with you. I enjoyed how much Cena leaned into things. Like, and I remember people complaining afterwards, just like, oh, his heel run was abysmal. Every week was just the same promo. Actually, it fucking wasn't if you listen to it,
not
you
even
dumbasses.
a little bit.
It fucking wasn't if you actually fucking watched
and
it.
And I firmly believe that we would not be so high on Cena as we are if we didn't get the heel run first. If it had just been him being the same Super Cena all year, the same people that complain about the heel run would be, God, this is getting boring. Like, by now, they would just be like, oh, this is so boring. Cena's just doing the same match over and over again. Like, why not try something different? Like, with how sparse his schedule was for the past few years, if we know Cena's going to be here at least somewhat consistently for a while, why not try something different? Like, yeah, they definitely failed to tell a really well-built story about Cena's heel run, for sure. But, like, and they absolutely should have done something different with fucking Travis Scott. Fuck that guy. But it's, yeah, I mean, why, you can choose to bitch and moan about it, or you can actually look for the positives and, you know, find something to appreciate about it. Like, you know, we only enjoy Cody versus Cena at SummerSlam as much as we do because the disaster at WrestleMania happened first.
Mm-hmm.
So it sucks to look like maybe it's, you know, not the best thing, but the best way it could have gone. You know, maybe it could have been 2 banger matches instead of 1 fucking disaster and 1 banger. But I think it made us appreciate the one at SummerSlam all the more. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just the way you look at it, perspective.
And we're not fed pilled either. Like, we're not trying to just cope. Like, this is.
I just want to enjoy wrestling.
I
just want to enjoy. Like, yeah, exactly. Why would I choose to not enjoy it when I'm here to enjoy it?
Why would I choose to just seethe constantly? Yeah. Like, it's there's no point. It doesn't fucking do anything.
I only have so many hours to live on planet Earth, bro. Why would I choose to be bitter and annoyed than instead of
that's
like?
So fucking true. I've only got so many hours to live. Why would I spend so many of them complaining about what I didn't like in wrestling? Like, yeah. It's so funny. But yeah, so in the end, anyway, to come all the way back fucking full circle to this, next year I am planning on staying consistent with PWSA. I think they've done well by me, and I appreciate what they've done. And that, like, whereas like, there are times where I am feeling just shitty that day and don't want to do whatever I'm doing. Like, that's fine. Like, that is just human nature. But I have enjoyed what I've done with them and feel like I can keep going. Like, I don't want to stop doing commentary at the minute.
Yep.
So I am pretty much just going to keep consistently, like, consistency is what I want to try and nail. I think I've nailed it with PWSA, knowing the dates. Okay, I can go here, do this, sweet. I've nailed the consistency with a bit more of a better work-life balance. I do think I need to try and take less days, because I took a few mental health days this year, and I think, like, whilst they did help, I need to do better at balancing my home life. Like, I need to, like, on Fridays, I need to go wash my shit. I need to go do food shopping. I need to prep all the meals. Like, I need to actually put the time aside to do that. And like, I know for a fact, like, I've spent days where it's just like, I've done nothing at the end of the day after work. And then, like, say we've recorded for like 4 or 5 hours, doing Firestorm on the weekend, and then I've just only got a few hours left of the day, and I'm like, I need to go do shopping, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. It's just like, I need to fucking plan my time better. That's why I'm like, after work Fridays, go do all the washing, go fucking take care of that shit. Saturday, spend a few hours recording Firestorm, and then go to the gym or go for a swim afterwards. Like, after this, I'm gonna fucking go to an event, and before we hop back on to record, I'm gonna go for a swim. Like, I need to actually do more and not let the laziness take over. Especially because, like, every time I go lazy and just start doom scrolling, I get pissed because half of it's fucking AI slop to begin with. So it's just like, stop fucking wasting my fucking time. Like, I'm not getting any younger. Stop wasting your fucking time. Like, it's what it comes down to.
Pretty much.
And that fuck, man. Like, next year, outside of like a lot of the positive things I want to try and do, because obviously, like, I made my priorities like family, friends, writing, wrestling. That's my priorities at the moment. Unless I get a girlfriend, then she's probably gonna fucking jump up that list. But like, yeah, no, right.
Same for me.
Same, bro. Yeah. So those are kind of my priorities at the minute, and then like everything else, like when it comes to working out and having a normal life balance, I can't put that shit aside, because whenever I do, it just falls behind, and then I need to take a whole day fixing it, and I can't keep doing that. So it's just finding a better balance and keeping consistent with it, and looking forward to something, because that was the one thing I got through so much of this year, because I knew I got this event coming up. This is going to be sick. And the past 2 months, there's only been like one event, and I have literally been there like, oh, I'm bored. Like, I don't have something to look forward to. So that's why so often my family, like, they plan holidays and stuff, because that's a thing to look forward to. But like, I need to do that as well. I need to go on another fucking holiday probably. But yeah, like these events, I get so hyped for them. And like, yes, I got the chance to sell my book again, to show everyone my work again. And I get excited. Like, I need to do more of that, because it's productive, it makes money, and it gets my book out there into the world. Yeah. So like, fucking just do it. Do more. Trying to find that balance and consistency. That's my goal. This coming year. But I'll very, very quickly touch upon nostalgia and then some of the fucking negative shit going around. Like, fuck, man, the under 16 social media ban has come into effect in Australia, but it's not really. It's weird, because the Australian government's been a lazy fuck, and they said, we're going to leave it up to the platforms. And the platforms, half of them are just like, hey, are you 16? Take a photo of your face just to be like, yeah, I'm 16.
But we're not past that.
They don't. True. But they're not doing that for all accounts. So I think, like, none of my accounts have prompted me with that, even though I've seen other mates get prompted with that. So damn. I think they already know I'm way over 16, so it's because I just don't want to do the government ID, fucking digital ID bullshit. If that is going to become a thing, I don't want to do that, because fuck that shit. And all that, and then there's fucking so much AI slop online nowadays that I just don't want to look online anymore. I don't want to look at anything. I've been watching YouTube more because I got YouTube Premium for free, but so much of the shit that comes up on my feed is pissing me off, and I'm like, I'm fucking just prefer listening to like a 2-hour podcast about random funny stuff. Like, I'm listening. My favorite shit I've been listening to is the Deadlock Pro Wrestling podcast, because Deadlock is just 3 dudes who run a wrestling promotion who just laugh and make fun of old wrestling heaps, And it's
Nice.
actually like some of the funniest fucking banter you've ever heard of just three boys just chilling. And that shit makes me laugh every time. It does, even as like an obscure WCW from like 1995 that I have no idea who any of the wrestlers are, just those three boys talking shit is really funny. So I just listen to them mostly for a laugh. Like that's it.
what it's all
and
about,
I'm fine with that. Yeah. So fucking yeah, fuck all that shit. But then backflipping to nostalgia, I don't know if you've seen a lot of this. The fucking newest death battle is between Yugi Moto and Ash Ketchum.
Oh, I have.
And it fucking,
I have seen that it's there. I have not watched it.
bro. I want to watch it with you. I want you to see this shit. It's so fucking good. Like I love it. I know a lot of the references, but like it's actually.
I do think. And I don't know how valid this is. I'm sure it's probably Death Battle is usually pretty good, but I do think Ash lost. I think that's true. So I don't know how I got that.
No spoilers.
Yeah, I don't know how I got that spoiled for me, but I'm like almost positive that's what happened. So I'm sure it's probably makes sense. I think Yu-Gi-Oh guys are a lot scarier. There's a higher ceiling for Yu-Gi-Oh guys than for I think we're getting into like well, I guess Pokemon. Some Pokemon do that too, but God of existence territory with Yu-Gi-Oh. Like,
right, yeah.
So,
if we watch it, you'll see exactly. Like you'll understand a bit more of the Yu-Gi-Oh lore.
Yeah.
Just the way they explain everything is fairly succinct. Fuck. What was the other thing? Oh, no, I just watched, literally just before we recorded, I watched the latest episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. Holy fuck, what an episode. That was nuts. That was nutty. I still highly recommend it. There's 2 more episodes left. They're going to come out next year, and then that's it. Amazing Digital Circus. But very good show. 100% recommend it. Gus, you need to watch it if you haven't already.
okay.
Definitely recommend. Fuck. That's all I can think of right now.
I'll probably do that. I might be able to do it after I get through the season of anime. Should be fine. Should have some time.
Fair. Oh, fucking next year. Isn't it literally in January? We got Free Reign season 2 that's gonna start.
Yeah, it's like January 13th.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Let me check. I just always have my anime list pulled up somewhere. January 16th is the day it comes out.
Fuck yeah. Fuck
so
yeah. Also, I know it's a bit older, but fucking Death Battle finally had Ruby from Ruby Rose from Ruby.
Oh.
So that now all the Ruby girls have finally had a death battle.
Who did Ruby face?
Makima from Soul Eater, I think that's her name.
Oh, Maka. Yeah, that's right. I did see that. That's right. I didn't watch it, but I saw that. Yeah, they're both Scythe users, of course.
Yes. That was also very good. And they had Casey Lee Williams on the vocals. Good to hear her again. Also, the fucking between Ash and Yugi, the song they had Jason Page, who apparently did all the Pokemon songs or something like that.
He sang the original Pokemon theme, that I want to be the very best.
Yeah. They had him.
Yeah. He's still around. And like he still goes to conventions and stuff. He's a mad lad for sure. He was on a Jonathan Young cover of the Pokemon theme, if I remember right.
Oh,
yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, they did. It was like this weird. It was like this filmed video, and they were out on these like rocks at the beach or some shit like that. It was weird. But yeah, he's a mad lad for sure. Yeah, Jason Page.
Fuck yeah. That's all I can think of at the minute. Do you have anything else to cover? Markiplier's movie's coming out. That fucking watch that shit. That's gonna be sick. Iron Lung.
I'm gonna watch that.
I hope that comes to Australian cinemas because that'd be sick. Fucking go on. I don't know.
For some reason, I don't, not to like discourage you, but I did see a bunch of international people complaining that apparently it will not be international, at least not immediately. So it'll have to. Maybe it'll. I'll probably go see it. So hopefully my my
see it.
purchase will help
Oh!
it move to perform well enough in theaters to move elsewhere.
Absolutely. I much appreciated. I can't believe I fucking didn't mention this. Dude, the FNAF 2 movie. Oh my god. How was that? I liked it. Holy shit.
I thought it was kind of mid, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, it was all right.
We'll quickly, we'll do very quick spoilers because I just wanted to fucking mention.
Yeah, sure.
Holy fuck! What the fuck, man? Like, I didn't expect a lot of that. I did not expect the way that the marionette possessed people to work. That's like the weird.
scariest part. I think that gave me some creepy crawlies. I didn't like that.
Oh, it was scary, but it was also, I did not expect that at all. Like, so the marionette can do that? What?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Could just be
that's
movie
weird.
FNAF lore exclusive.
FNAF yeah,
movie
maybe.
exclusive lore.
I don't know if there's, I don't know if there's anything in the books that can hint that they can do that, but yeah, no, that was nutty. I did not expect that Circus Baby cameo.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
That popped me. I literally was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, because Circus Baby, like, Sister Location was like the first FNAF game I actually played and gave it real shit about. And that fucking popped me unironically. And then I was like, she's already got green eyes. What does this mean? And I was kind of fucking theorizing about it, like, in my head.
Damn.
Matt Pat Bonnie did not sound like Matt Pat. Like, they
Were you
filtered his
expecting
voice
it
to
to?
fuck. No. I was expecting at least, like, I don't know how I expected
Toy
it to
Bonnie
sound,
comes
but
out
it
and he's
sounded
like, "Hello, Internet. Welcome to Toy Bonnie."
No. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. But I didn't expect them to filter his voice the amount they did. I was just like, that could literally be anyone. Like, because the amount they filtered him, like, that could literally be anyone.
No, I think they only put a robot. I think his voice is actually that high. I think he actually moved his voice that high. I think that's for real. So okay. Yeah, I mean, again, Matt Pat's a theater kid. He knows what he's doing. He's not just some dweeb, you know. Like he's actually a good actor. Yeah. So I do believe that was his actual. Maybe they raised it a little bit, but for the most part, I do believe that was actually his voice, like him performing at that pitch. Just like I think Kellen Goff as Toy Freddy, he actually went that low as well. Because I think Toy Freddy was even lower than like fucking Glamrock Freddy, fucking Superstar. I think Toy Freddy sounded even lower than that. So, it could have been some slight adjustments there, but yeah, it was. I think the voice casting was spot on for sure. Especially for what it was, like considering, you know, I don't think Matt Pat was necessarily like a. They didn't just cast him because he's Matt Pat, right? Like he's also a very strong actor in his own right. So I think there's part of it they cast him because he's Matt Pat, but also he can hold his own. So,
yeah. Oh, also I do like what they did. I do like the setup for number 3. I am keen for number 3, but like the fucking corny, like, yes, I am Michael Afton. That was so fucking corny, and I'm just like, yeah,
big fucking whoop, idiot.
Just the way he said it was really fucking corny and silly. It's interesting. It definitely is like the most minimal scares possible. Like there was only like maybe one puppet scare where it looked like the mask almost like fucking flew out of the screen. Like that was the only one where I was actually kind of like, whoa. But the rest of the scares were not even that.
Yeah, my biggest issue was just with not necessarily what they did with the story, but just how they told it, I guess. Like, because I think a lot about it made sense. Like it sort of ties back to the whole thing about the FNAF 2 toy animatronics. You know, they don't like parents. All adults are bad. They just kind of took that to extreme. Like that was always a thing in FNAF 2, but then they just took that to an extreme in the movie. They sort of based that like the toys, what the toys did based off of that. So like all kids are cool, but adults are all bad news because which totally makes sense given the movie setup of what happened to Charlie as well. So it all makes sense there. Yeah. It just didn't feel like it built up enough. I was expecting more. It kind of felt like we were still in the second act by the time it actually ended. So, you know, I didn't really feel like it escalated to the third act. You know, I think it just should have ran a little longer. They should have done a little more with it. I don't know where exactly you would have taken. Like, I think the climax as it was probably fine as a climax. Like, I'm not sure if I would have built more from where it went, or if I would have slotted more in between, like, you know, had more rising action to eventually build up to that climax. Either way, I think it probably needed a little more something. Whatever it had, it needed more of it. So
the shorter runtime hampered.
Yeah, it definitely needed more.
It could have.
It just felt like it needed more.
Done with 20 minutes.
Yeah, it just, like, I don't know. I just wasn't totally satisfied coming out of it. Like, I kind of wanted more story beats. Like, especially because, you know, the Wizards and Mangle kind of just had, like, very minimal involvement. And it's not like I super expected them to play much into it or anything. But, like, I don't know. They all kind of had that one scene. Like, the Wizards had that one scene where they were almost attacking Josh Hutcherson. I forget, Mike Schmidt, of course. But like, that was their only scene, and Mangle was just attacking Vanessa in that one scene. That's really all they did. So I don't know. I don't know how I would have fixed it. Like, I didn't really think that far about it, but I'm just kind of like, yeah, I did like it. Like, I thought it was a fine movie. Like, I'd give it as 5, 6 out of 10, you know, like, it was fine. And you know, I think the writing probably could have been a little less generic. But it's at the same time, like, I think it did plenty to service the, you know, fans of the franchise. So I think that's good. But yeah, I just wanted more from it.
Yes, no, I can feel that. I feel that, and I just hope that fucking number 3 is like a little bit longer, and they give things more time to breathe, and more time to do stuff, and fucking make more sense of it all. Because now they've got a lot to wrap up in number 3.
A lot. They got a lot to do. If it's just
gonna be, yes, they do. And if it's just gonna be a trilogy, then
it could be cooked.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, hopefully they're not. I think they know their audience.
Yes.
And they know what works, and I think they've got it planned. But I'm still like, because then all this other shit's happening, and then I go back and think, remember how fucking Vanessa was in the hospital at the end of number 1, and then she just woke up? Like, is it because she's a robot, or is it because, or is all this being referenced with her traumatic visions of her father? Like, that's how they're trying to solve this issue in her head, because and it all started because she got stabbed. But I'm like, then like little Vanessa saw Circus Baby, who already had the green eyes, and like I'm like, fuck me, man. I don't know how much they're actually going to answer or how much they're just going to leave. Because, like, that immediately was just like, okay, how is she at the hospital? Well, you're not going to talk about that at all? And it's like, no. Okay. Cool. Whatever. Yes, that is all I can currently think about to talk about. Did you have anything else you want to bring up? Anything big for next year apart from what you've already mentioned? No,
I do want to say that I just to briefly talk about it, since we mentioned it. John Cena's last match is tomorrow, and I'm actually looking forward to the entire card. I'm really glad. I wasn't expecting it to happen, but Obafemi won back the NXT Championship. I kind of thought it'd be Ricky Saints who would go on to face Cody, but I think, and you know, honestly, like, I think people have started to have the 2009 John Cena problem with Cody Rhodes a little bit as he is being presented right now. I think Obafemi should just win.
That would be huge, and
Yeah.
like I think I want to agree as well.
Yeah, because
like, that would
Obafemi
be-
is the guy. Like, there's no doubt about it. He's the dude. Like, Obafemi is fucking awesome. He is that man. He is that. Obafemi is so awesome. Like, his promos are like,
He
I
is
will
him.
eviscerate you. I will tear your arms from your body. And he's like, I believe him. I fucking believe him. He's gonna do that. And he's so awesome. So I'm about to, we talked a little bit about fantasy booking. I had this idea in my head earlier today. I actually think one of the big matches I've wanted to see for a while, hopefully at WrestleMania, would be Cody Rhodes and CM Punk in a one-on-one match. And I don't think it has to be for a championship. So, because I think there's enough story there to get by without it. So my thought was, what if, so like, let's say tomorrow, here's a way you can let Obafemi win while protecting our boy. Because Cody is our guy. He's face of the company. He's our guy. Have Drew interfere. Have McIntyre come in. Interfere with the match. Fucking Claymore, however you want to do it. And just let Obafemi win. Because he's that guy. And I think that would also let off a lot of the criticisms people are having on Cody Rhodes right now. Just put Obafemi over there. It's fine, especially if it's a sort of not fair win. You can give Obafemi that. He's that guy. But then you should have both, after that, have both Cody and CM Punk spiral in the lead up to WrestleMania. Like, have Braun Breaker beat CM Punk for the title, then have Drew McIntyre beat Cody for the title. Then they both sort of like spiral trying to get their championships back. And then they sort of collide with each other by WrestleMania. That's what I sort of imagine happening to them. That I think could really work as a good story leading in. Like, you could have Punk and Cody one-on-one be the penultimate, like the second to last match on night 2 of WrestleMania. And it would be great. I think it'd be fucking awesome. There's just enough there. They're 2 megastars. I'd love to see that. It just doesn't need to be for a championship. Like, I don't think people are going to switch up on either guy just because they don't have a championship. So that's what I sort of imagine happening there. But regardless of that, that is just an idea I had this morning that just popped into my head, and I wanted to put it into the ether so it exists. But the rest of the card looks great too. Fucking the tag match is going to be awesome. The AJ Styles, Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. Holy cow. The action in that match is going to be insane. So the high flying, jumping around, your boy bouncing, all that shit, it's going to be insane. And Bayley Sol Ruka is going to be great too, I think. So there's just a lot to look forward to, and I haven't seen much, but I have heard through the grapevine that there is criticism that people don't like that Gunther is John Cena's final opponent, which I completely disagree with, especially because after the promo Gunther cut on Raw, I think it's perfect because Gunther is the guy that chokes people out, makes people fall asleep, makes them tap out. He makes people give up. He's the guy who's all about making people give up against the guy who never gives up. That's the whole thing. It's perfect. It's like and you want a guy who can soak up the booze, because whoever faces John Cena, they're gonna get booed out of the building. So you want an actual heel against John Cena. You don't want, like, people are saying it should have been Carmelo Hayes. I'm like, what? No.
No, like, Gunther is legitimately perfect for this.
Exactly.
And I genuinely think with the amount of, like, I envision him as just like, he is going to remove the old guard. He has gotten rid of Goldberg, he's gotten rid of, like, he will get rid of Cena, and there's so many other wrestlers which are poised for retirement. He should just kill them all. And like, he's already been built amazingly with his long title runs, but he could fucking have this reputation of, like, the most hard-nosed fucking pure wrestler that kills all these old fuckers, and then he's just like, I am, like, without a title, he's like the next Undertaker, but with his streak being killing old people. Like he's
that guy,
mythological fucking dude.
He is that guy.
He can destroy anyone, and he is the mountain to beat.
And you know what? I am so split, because this is another thing I was thinking about this morning, because SmackDown's currently airing as we speak, so as you go off, I'll probably watch. I'm so split, because I think it could go either way, and it would work really well. Because in theory, Gunther doesn't need the win. Of course, it's like normal. Like, I'm sure Cena would probably be like, let me just take the L on my final match. But there's also a lot of pros to just having Cena just win, you know? Because it's not like a Shawn Michaels situation. His career's not on the line. This is his last match, full stop. Like, no matter win or lose, it's his last match. So he doesn't have to lose. And it would send the people home really happy, I think, overall. It would send the people in the arena home really happy. And I think it's great fuel for Dominic Mysterio to say the last person to beat John Cena was him. So either way, and Gunther doesn't need the win. He's Gunther. He's that guy regardless of whether he beats John Cena in his last match. So, but also, like you said, there's a lot of pros to having Gunther win. So I'm super split on which way it could go. So there's a lot of pros either way. So it's very much up in the air. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen.
Well, with how much we've been talking about it, I definitely need to edit this episode straight away. Fuck. Yeah, it's going to happen. No, if anyone gets this deep in before watching it, great.
Yeah. Well, yes, we'll just get it's going to be out there before it happens, so people can come back to this and be like, hey, we predicted it or whatever, you know? It's going to exist.
Yeah, hey, you one of you nailed it. You both nailed it.
Yeah, and I did.
You're both amazing.
We're so good. There are a couple other things I just wanted to briefly mention now that that's out of the way, because I did want to mention I had some fantasy booking I wanted to get into the ether. There was a new... I actually replaced it on our little document already. There was a new Pokemon... it's not really a ROM hack, but it's like a fan game. It's sort of a ROM hack. There's a new ROM hack I saw a trailer for like within the past couple days called Pokemon Frozen Spirit. It doesn't have a release date yet, but I might want to take a look at it. And I got rid of the old one because I forgot what it was about. But whatever I had before, I just got rid of it. And I put Frozen Spirit in its place. So it's got Gen 5 graphics, black and white graphics. So it looks really cool.
Nice.
So whenever that comes out, I think that'd be fun to take a look at. Also, I sent this to Trent a few days ago. Supermarket Simulator, but with anime figures, called Anime Shop Simulator. Whenever that drops, we probably won't do like a super long series, but we're definitely gonna take a look at it.
2 or 3 episodes. Yep. I'm curious.
We're gonna take a look at that for sure.
I know Persona 6 is probably not next year.
You mean Persona 4 Revival?
Persona 4 Revival.
Yes. It might be if it's next year, it's gonna be late. But whenever it happens, I don't think it'll be later than 2027. It'd probably be 2027, if not late 2026. Whenever that does drop, we'll be on it. Because I believe Persona 3 Reload was announced in like July and then was released in February. So that's like 7 months. 7-8 months of difference there. So it could happen. It could still happen, but we'll see.
Cool. I'm still waiting for Paper Lily Chapter 2.
Yep.
I really like that story, and I like gameplay of it, so I want to keep that going. And I am tempted to start Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, just doing the main quest on... Because I talked about other games like Baldur's Gate, and I don't know, like... I don't know which one I want to commit to, and I think Oblivion is the one I really do want to commit to, because I actually really enjoy Elder Scrolls, and I haven't finished the main story yet, so I think it would be nice to do.
So, and we don't really have any other like normal podcasts planned just yet until more albums potentially come out down the line. So we'll see what happens.
We've got this fucked idea for episode 100, but that's that will come when that comes.
When that comes. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I don't think I've mentioned it, but I just to also get this out into the ether. I've been reading the manga for Witch Hat Atelier in recent weeks, and I've been loving it. And the anime is coming out in April. So if we get around to it and we both really like it, I'm sure I'm gonna like it because I've really loved the manga. But if all comes to pass, well, we'll probably do a review of that as well. I don't know how I didn't see this before, but I recently joined the subreddit for it. I don't really use Reddit, but I checked to see if there's new chapters posted on the subreddit. And I saw someone say that this Witch Hat Atelier is the last of the modern big three fantasy anime, which are like Frieren, Delicious in Dungeon, and then this. So I've never seen someone make that say that about these before, but now that I think about it, it does kind of make sense. Although I think Frieren and Witch Hat Atelier are on a completely different level from Delicious in Dungeon, but that's just me. So yeah, I think I think the anime is shaping up to be as nearly as good, if not as good as the Frieren anime was. So it is. I'm very much looking forward to it. And within the next few days, I'll be fully caught up on the manga. But just to sort of, if anyone's out there that is curious, it's a very Harry Potter-esque fantasy world. But basically, the whole premise is there's this girl who's admired the witches for her whole life, and she's grown up being told that only people with inherent power, you have to be born as a witch. You have to be born special to be a witch. And this girl Coco, she's loved magic all her life, wished she could use magic more than anything. And she finds out, she accidentally stumbles upon the secret of magic, which is that anybody can use magic, but you have to draw spells with a special kind of ink. And by doing so, when she accidentally discovers this, when basically like an illegal magic seller, like someone who's, a rogue magic user, not, very much breaking the witch's code, sells to Coco this book of magic spells that shows how to draw a bunch of magic spells, she accidentally traps her mom in like a crystal that can't be broken or shattered. So she goes to now study magic in the hopes of eventually being able to free her mom, while also keeping the secret from everybody else, from the entire world. She has to keep up the facade that magic is a special thing and you have to be born as a witch. So there's a lot of conflict as it goes on about what's morally right. Is it morally right to share with the world that anybody can use magic if they want to? And there's a lot of freedom in how you can use magic. In theory, anything is really possible. Or is that too dangerous? Is releasing that upon the world too much of a danger, too much of a risk? Would people start to get greedy and run wild with it? Because that's the witch's fear, as a whole, that a single leak could cause it to spiral out of control almost instantaneously, and people would start using it for evil, and war would break out, and all that kind of stuff. So as it goes on, it delves into more themes like that, which is really interesting and adds a lot of depth to the characters. So that is the big anime for next year I'm looking forward to. There's a lot of sequels and stuff too, but April starts in April. So if you like fantasy stuff, anybody out there listening, definitely give this a shot. I think it's going to be excellent. So there you go.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
So there's my anime rant.
Yes, a lot of. Fuck yeah. There's always one every episode. Next year, yeah, basically on the FireStorm front of things, as Gus basically said, to summarize it, yeah, when stuff happens, stuff will happen. That's basically it. Like when we have things to do and talk about, we will do those things and talk about them. Yeah, I think since earlier this year, stopping creating content for my own channel, I definitely feel like has helped me reprioritize the things I really care about and want to focus on. The one caveat being, though, is because it popped off on my channel. Whenever Ruby Volume 10 happens, we have to do reactions on FireStorm.
Yes.
That is like, it did really well on my channel, and I was really happy doing it there, but I don't want to do stuff on my channel anymore. So I think, yeah, whenever it happens, we got to do it on FireStorm. And that will be amazing. But we don't know when that's happening. We don't know anything. Viz Media are actively posting stuff with Ruby, though, which is nice. But no new content yet.
Yeah, they're really pushing this new anime called Black Torch. Looks kind of mid.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Reprioritize.
Yeah, should be about Ruby instead.
Get the... Yeah, definitely. But yes, I think that is all. 2025 overall, pretty good. Fucking flat out with life and adulting and bullshit. But next year is definitely balance, I think, for both of us, is finding a bit more balance. So that is going to be the aim of the game for next year. We'll see how it goes. Like the
Avatar.
I saw the Avatar. Legend of, when is the third? When is the
fuck if I know, dude?
Coming out?
I have no idea.
I thought that was I don't know if that's a next year thing as well. I have no idea. 2026, 2027. I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to everything we've done this year. All the Pokemon and the other things and the podcasts.
And all the urban... All right.
Kill myself. Yeah, and thank you to the few people that did actually reach out with album review recommendations. We haven't taken on any, as they just haven't really been our style, but we still do appreciate the reaching out. Leave us a comment if you have any suggestions, recommendations, or anything of the like, or like for an anime or an album review or something like that, and or just whatever you want us to talk about. And subscribe, of course. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on wherever you prefer your platforms for podcasting. And
smash that subscribe button.
Smash it with your whole thing. Just fucking smack that bitch up. And yeah, we will see you in 2026.
Well, actually, we're gonna post some Pokemon and stuff before that, but yeah, it'll happen. We'll be back in 2026.
True.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Oh well.
All right. Fuck you.
Everybody knows I'm Herb Bane, and I'm so cool. All right.